Wow, this was way more difficult than it needed to be. What is up, YouTube friends? I'm back again, and today I'm actually gonna finally show you guys how I trade for the first time. Not for the first time. I don't know why I said that. Or is it the first time? I don't know. I'm still trading on the demo just for reference because I know how y'all get when people be like, oh, I made such and such today. And you're like, it's a demo account. It doesn't matter. So I am on demo. However, I will be going live on Monday. So I still want to document like my progress so that when I go live, it's like, okay, my hard work definitely did pay off. And y'all, I love this hoodie. It's so comfortable. It's like my house hoodie, my throw on hoodie. So don't judge me, okay? All right. So the first thing I want to talk about is there's a setting in TradingView. I don't know when this setting got turned on in my charts. I'm telling you, it was nothing but God. But since this setting has been on, my trades have been phenomenal. So, as you can see, I'm showing you guys right now, but you click the setting bottom on the bottom right, more settings, and because I want y'all to see how the chart is going to change. So you go up to symbol, and then there's two options near session. There's electronic trading hours, and then there's regular trading hours. And this is how regular trading hours looks, right? I don't know what the difference is between the two, and maybe I'll put it on the screen after I do a little bit of research and before I post this video. But turning on electronic trading hours, and I also turned the background all the way down, the opacity all the way down, because this is how it like pops up, and I hated it. I hate stuff on my charts. I need to be a clear background or I start tripping. So, but you see how it looks completely different. And I think this is why I have been doing way better. So if it helps you out, definitely adjust your settings. But let's go into today's trade. So I always start on the 4 hour, and I don't have bar replay, unfortunately. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to do this the creative way. And I'm going to show y'all what I saw this morning. So let's just hide all of this. Even though y'all see it already, but y'all, you need to see like the way I was thinking about it, you know? All right, so let me turn this opacity up, and we're gonna do a ghetto bar replay. Oh crap, why does this show through the bar? That's insane. All right, so I'm gonna just hold it like this. So basically, I saw that we started to reject. We couldn't break higher, and we started to reject, create like a little resistance on the 4 hour. So I already had like a bearish bias for the day, especially because there was this big gap over here. This big gap was created from this impulsive move to the upside. And so my thought pattern was, since we're having all of this rejection of the resistance, we are not creating higher highs on the higher time frame, we're probably going to sell off and sell off into this zone. So that's this zone that I have marked up in this area, because I'm like, we're going to come and tap right into this gap. I know because I've seen it before. Like, one thing with trading, you have to put in the chart time, and I've been consistently studying the charts every day for since like November. Like every day, same time, and I'm able to just start to get that pattern recognition. Like, I'm able to recognize that this happens when this happens, and when you see this, do this, and when like you start to pick up on stuff like that. But I've been trading overall for almost 6 years, so at some point you're going to start to see repetition, and you're going to start to pick up on things, especially when you journal. Anyways, so then I dropped down to the 15-minute time frame, and what I saw, I'm coming down to 9:30. So I didn't enter the trade until 9:52. So this is what I saw when I came onto the charts, because I actually forgot. I was doing some work and I got distracted. And I didn't come onto the charts until I saw this candlestick right here. It says 9:45, but this candlestick was actually 9:45 to 10 a.m. So I entered right like at the half point of the candlestick. Maybe my stop loss is right there. Okay, so you can see where I entered at. I entered at the halfway point of the candlestick, and I put my stop loss like kind of near the top of the candlestick, because I'm like, if it's going to continue, it's not going to come all the way up and retest this area, just because I have not seen that in my studies. But ideally, I would not have wanted to enter like this, but it just happened to work out for me. And this is one of the setups that I trade. This is like a volume setup. I don't have like a fancy name for it besides a volume setup, but that's when I see a lot of momentum and it's consistent with a higher time frame, so leading me to believe that there's going to be a trend reversal and I can carry this down to, the next level of structure. So that's what I did basically. I entered here at the halfway mark, set my stop loss right here, and then I monitored the trade on the 5 minute. So as you can see, after I entered right here, we had to move down, and then we had some consolidation. And I highlighted this consolidation because I wanted to show you guys kind of how the market moves. So on the 1 minute, which is my ideal entry time frame, but I was unable to enter on that time frame. But that's why I have the 1 minute here. But anyways, you can see that consolidation happening, right, in this zone right here. And you can also see it on the 5 minute, right? We kind of go up a little bit and then we kind of stay in this area a little bit, right? And so most of the time what the market will do is you'll get a push. Oh, y'all can't see that line. Hold up. Let me make it bright red. Heavy on the bright. All right, so you'll see a push, right? And then you'll see like either a pullback or some sort of like consolidation like this, right? And then you'll see a continuation to the downside. And so the way I marked up this area, I used the 15 minute to determine where my like take profit would be. So this was my first take profit, right? This area. And then we continued to drop past it. So from there, I just trailed my stop loss. And like at this point right here, I moved my stop loss to break even. And then once we broke past that level, I just trailed my stop loss. And then once I started to see on the 1 minute that I'll show you guys. After this point, I was just adjusting my stop loss, adjusting, and then boom, once it came up and tapped me out, then I got out. So this was, I don't know if I got the full 152 pips, but that trade was this one right here, $2,305. All right, so boom, that's trade number one. So let's go over trade number two. All right, so trade number two was a trend continuation trade. Basically, I saw that we had obviously broken the previous lows on the 15 minute. All right, so boom, trade two. So we broke this low right here, right? And then we dropped very strong. We had a minor pullback, and then we broke below this low. And I kind of got in this trade a little early, but that's because I didn't enter on the 15 minute on this trade. I entered how I normally enter, which is on either the 5 minute or the 1 minute. So what I saw here was we came up, came down, came up, but we were unable to make that higher high. So I saw to the left we had several I can't talk. We had several rejections to this resistance, and then we came up and instantly rejected off of it, which showed me that we are more than likely not going to continue to the upside. So the pullback is over because this is a strong trend, right? So I'm like, okay, trend continuation, and I entered at the open of this candle. I believe stops was above this high, but it really could have been above this high right here. Honestly, my stop probably was above this high, but sometimes I just put this on in the middle of the trade just so I don't forget where I entered, because I want to show you guys later. But anyways, that doesn't matter. Anyways, I entered this trade and I wrote it all the way down. Of course, adjust my stop loss once I hit like that 1-to-1 take profit, and then once I hit 1-to-2, I got out of this trade because I was already up for the day, and this trade was just to see, like, test my skills. And so that trade was for $2,145. So that puts me at about $4,450 for the day. So today I'm at $4,450. So this shows me that if it's possible on a demo account, it's possible on a live account. I just have to buckle down on my psychology, and I just have to stop being scared, and I have to execute with the same confidence that I execute on my demo trades, and also with the same patience. Not jumping into trades, but waiting and seeing what price is going to do. Like sometimes I'll jump into a trade right at 9:30, and it's not always clear at 9:30, and that's when I lose money. Like whenever I enter a trade before 9:30, I lose money. But when I wait and I let price do what it does, and I wait and I watch and I'm just reading what I can see, I win. So patience is the name of the game, and then also confidence and having that discipline, which is why I'm still trading on demo, and I'm still working on it, because I really want that $50,000 account to last. I don't want it to just be around for one payout like my last account, and then I have to start over all over again. I'm really trying to use this one account and keep scaling and get like 5 accounts. So yeah. And another thing I wanted to point out was it came down exactly into my zone that I had marked for the gap, and it took about until about honestly, it had tapped into the zone before I left for work, which is at 3 o'clock. So yeah, so it took from 9 to about 3 p.m. to tap into the zone, but it did tap into the zone. So this shows me that I know what I'm talking about. I can clearly identify where price may head to. I may not always be right, but I have a good idea of where price is going and what trades I should be looking for. So it's all about just executing and maintaining that patience and maintaining that discipline, like I already said. And yeah, so that's how I made 4,000. What did we say? 4,000 250 or 350 or 450, I don't know, but for approximately $4,000 on my demo account today. And hopefully next week I will be coming back with some good news that I did it on live. I'm going to try and get better with sharing the good and the bad, because I did have some bad trades in this demo account, as you can see. Now these first losses right here were not my fault. TradingView was tripping. Like I would enter a trade and it would say I'm in profit, and then I close it and it was actually negative. Like it was just not, something was wrong. But this negative 1,700, that was definitely me, and that was definitely an error. And that shows me that I still have a little bit of work to do, because I shouldn't be losing that much on one trade. So yeah, that's the good, that's the bad. That's all I have for today. Let me know if this video helped you guys out a little bit, and I'll see you guys in the next one.